What is happening? Hope everyone is doing well. We have a Starbucks Grande Blonde Latte. I want to chat about automate, delegate, remove. Today, I want to chat about mindset. Today, I want to chat about becoming a lifelong learner. Today, we are talking about sales processes. So we're going to entitle these live sessions, Coffee with Cody. Good day. Let's grab a mic and say good day. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you everyone for hopping on the live. This is your first time checking in with Coffee with Cody. I just want to give you a high-level overview on essentially what this is, why I do it. Essentially my goal is to help entrepreneurs, and I'm on a mission to help as many entrepreneurs as possible really identify, how they can do marketing better, branding. We chat about sales, personal development. And today we're specifically talking about something that has meant a lot to me probably over the last, I would say 3 to 4 months. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story and we're going to dive deep in. This is going to be a little bit different of a Coffee with Cody. We're not really going to be talking about a whole lot of marketing stuff today or branding. This is really all just about demanding more of yourself and accountability. So, I'm going to get real. I'm going to get raw. I'm going to get honest today, just about, this journey and struggle and, trying to find new heights and how new heights require new investments and all these things. So I want to take you back to about 10 years ago. I graduated from, probably more than that now. In 2007, graduated from high school, took 2 years off, worked for a company called Future Shop. And over those 2 years, I've learned a lot about sales, learned about a lot about marketing, and I continued on with that career over 10 years. But over those 2 years, I really let my health slip. And I really, in my first year of college, I was probably the heaviest that I'd ever been. I was super unhealthy. I wasn't taking care of my health. And I began on a journey in my first year of college to really understand how to live a healthy life and how to not just emotionally, not just physically, not just nutrition, but just like an overall spiritual understanding of and whatever that spiritual understanding it means to you. But I went on a journey to really understand, health, and it's been really interesting because I spent from 2011 to probably 2018 really focused on health. And for anyone that's followed my journey over the last 10, 11, 12 years, health was something that was so important to me, and it was something that was super important. And when I entered my first year of college, I think I lost close to 50 or 60 or 70, I think it was close to 60 to 70 pounds in my first year of college. I was a big boy, and I just dedicated myself, and I said to myself, I can't live like this anymore. I don't have the energy I need. I don't have the vibrancy, the ambition to do anything, because I just wasn't, I wasn't living a healthy life. And from 2011 to 2018, I just went on a journey of just learning more about health and, vibrancy and ambition, and all these different things had happened from 2011 to 2018, where I lived a healthy lifestyle in regards to diet, in regards to, working out. 2013, I ran a 25-kilometer race. In 2017 or 2018, I ran a 15-kilometer race, accomplished these things. And when I transitioned from corporate to entrepreneurship, I told myself a narrative that I couldn't, and I'll get into this, that I couldn't be healthy, or not even I couldn't be healthy. It wasn't a priority. It no longer became the priority it was when I initially went through this health transformation. And I think what happens a lot of times, have you ever felt like at the end of the day, you're just tired? And when I transitioned into corporate, I've had a lot of these days where at the end of the day, I just felt tired. I felt like I was doing a lot. I felt like I was trying to pour everything I possibly could into the business in order to get it to grow. And I was working long hours and I was burning out really at the end of the day. That's really at the end of the day what it was. I was burning out and I wasn't taking care of my health. And I quickly realized that I was telling myself a narrative. And I think that, I don't know if you've ever felt this way, where you tell yourself a narrative about a specific thing in order to justify a habit that might not be fruitful for the way that you should be living. And this is essentially what it was. I was telling myself a narrative about health. I was telling myself there's no way that I can pour in the amount of work and effort that I want to pour into this business and, eat healthy, diet, all this other stuff, and focus on this, because I felt like it was such a focus. And I don't know about you, but have you ever felt that way where it's like you're focused on one thing? And I know I'm often one track focused in the sense that I focus on one thing and it's very difficult for me to pick up other things as we go, because like my mind just works that way. And what would end up happening is at the end of my day, I would get tired and I would start binge eating. And then it was just a vicious cycle. Like 2 years ago, I broke my ankle, and that really put me on this path of not really understanding health, not really understanding the important, like I understood it in the back of my mind, but I wasn't implementing it. I wasn't actually living it. So I went to a Brendan Burchard conference back in February, and he talked a lot about how you need to automate, delegate, remove. And that liberated me. Like, and that really made me feel like, okay, I can begin to give away certain things. I can be like, I don't know, something just clicked in me. Like, I feel like, have you ever had a moment in your life where you knew that thing was true, but something just clicked inside of you, and then it just made sense, and kind of you had like your aha moment. And back in February was my aha moment of really like, I have to change. Like, and this is really what this whole entire podcast today is about. It's about demanding more of yourself. It's about getting around accountability. And I find for me, I just wasn't accountable to anyone in that area of my life. And I find when you don't have anyone to be accountable to in certain areas of your life, you never accomplish the dream, the vision that you want to impart, or the change that you want to make in your own life or in other people's lives. And health for me was one of those things where I wasn't even accountable to anyone. So over the month of May, I really focused on like, who can I be accountable to? And this is something that I think that whatever area you're struggling with in life right now, whether it be business, whether it be finance, whether it be nutrition, whether it be diet, whether it be, going to the gym, whatever area of your life that you're struggling with, accountability is always the answer. Who are you accountable to? What is your vision? What are your values, and are you living them? And if you haven't written those out, I highly encourage you to, because, again, I literally, like, it's so easy to go on an autopilot. Like, have you ever felt like you go on autopilot? Like, it's like 3 months went by and like, what did I accomplish? And that's essentially, there's been a lot of wins, don't get me wrong, over the last 2 years, but it wasn't until I sat down, and I've chatted about this, but the automate, delegate, remove, and sit down and actually think about what are the 30 things that I'm doing on a monthly basis, and what can I begin to automate, delegate, remove. And that practice became liberating and allowed me to focus on health. I spent the entire month of May just researching, learning, and trying to implement. And June 1st, I said to myself, I'm going to implement. So I'm 11 days into really like a mixture of intermittent fasting, mixture of accountability, a mixture of running. I've been running since probably middle of April, getting back into the routine. But that wouldn't be possible if I wasn't accountable to somebody. I have somebody that checks in on me daily. I just hired a business coach as well. I'm going to be going through Brendan Burchard's 12-week one-to-one coaching with 12 weeks of group coaching. The reason I say this, and the reason I highly encourage you, if you're listening to this, demand more of yourself. The way that you demand more of yourself is through accountability. And that's really my encouragement today, more than anything, is, look at areas of your life that you're struggling, that you're having a hard time really identifying how you can actually break through. And I posted something on Facebook today about how new heights require new investments. And I truly believe that. New heights, you want to go to that next level, you want to go to that new height, it's going to require a new investment. And that investment might be time, that investment might be money, that investment might be, sacrifice. The investment might be something. It might be, implementing a new habit, a new routine. And that's really my encouragement today, more than anything. And that's really what I want this today be an encouragement to you more than anything about demanding more of yourself. Like I know the title says demand more of yourself, but it's so much more than that. It's so much like look at the way that you look at life and then begin to say, what areas of my life am I struggling in? And I chatted about this the other day about learning and actually mapping out, what do I want to learn this month? Like what is the theme of this month? Like my theme this month is investing. Like how can I create accountability in my finances? How can I create accountability in my health? How can I create accountability in my business? And this is something that I think is so important and so missed. They often say you're some of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I believe that wholeheartedly. But who are you accountable to in each area, in each avenue of your life? And this is something that really over the last 3-4 months has been absolutely incredible for me. It's lit a fire under my ass about really just on a mission to help as many entrepreneurs. And whether you're in a corporate career, whether you're an entrepreneur, wherever you are in life, I just want you to know that, breakthrough is possible. Like new heights are possible. Like anything, opportunities are endless. It just might require that little bit of accountability. It might require that investment. It might require you creating new routines, new habits. And that's really been my journey. Again, the last 2 years of entrepreneurship, when I made that transition from corporate to entrepreneurship, there was a big learning experience, 2.5 years ago of just trying. And again, I feel like we've had more breakthrough for me personally. The business is a breakthrough, but I feel like for me, I've had more breakthrough in the last 4 months of just sitting back and understanding that I don't have to do it all, that I can automate, that I can delegate, that I can remove, and I can focus on the needle moving activities, and focus on the things that fire me up, like getting on here and inspiring you to take action, demand more of yourself, and to look at different areas of your life that you want to see breakthrough in, that you want to go to new heights. Just remember, new heights require new investments. New heights require new accountability. And that's really my encouragement to you today. Again, I've lived this, I've embodied this, I've been trying to really be vocal, but again, that experience, I went through 2011 to 2018, living a very, very healthy life. And 2018, I fell off the radar. And I'm comfortable enough to tell you that in hopes that that it doesn't matter how long you've been struggling. You can always turn the ship around. You can always go in a different direction. If it's been 2 years, it was 2 years for me, 2 solid years of just struggle, of I can't do this. And telling myself a narrative that I can't have this in order to get this. It's I think we play these false narratives in our head that telling ourselves that we can't have healthy relationships and experience wealth in business, or we can't have, live a healthy life and have results in we tell ourselves these weird narratives. I don't know about you. If you've ever felt this way, I know I have. And my encouragement and my hope is that this helps you take the first step. And really the first step, and I really want to give you some key action items today. The first step is investing. I'm going to keep coming back to this. New heights require new investments. It's investing into a coach, or like one of my coaches in the past said, maybe you need to go talk to somebody. Maybe you need to go see a psychiatrist. I don't know. Wherever you are in your life, new heights require new investments. I don't know what you're going through. We all go through different things. I went through some pretty serious, just down and out times when I started gaining the weight back that I lost 10 years ago. That's a hard thing to go through. But it's not until you look at every area of your life and you begin to map out, how do I create accountability in health? How do I create accountability in fitness? How do I create an accountability in business? And we were great at accountability in business, but the other 2 areas of my life just weren't great. So that's really my encouragement today. I really hope you get a ton of value out of these Coffee with Codys. Again, I'm going to show up. I'm going to try to be as vulnerable as I possibly can. If you hear anything one today, look at every area of your life and begin to identify, how can I create accountability in that portion of my life, whether it be hiring a coach, whether it be getting, a friend to be that accountability partner, whether it be going to a psychiatrist, whatever it is, whatever your road to, experiencing that breakthrough is, that's just my encouragement. Again, take action, demand more of yourself. New heights require new investments. New heights require new routines and habits. And that's really my encouragement today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in to Coffee with Cody, and we'll chat with you soon.